This is Craig with Carshalton Advisory. In this video, we're going to go through part 2 of the Section 2.3 practice tasks for the Microsoft Office Specialist 2016 Study Guide for Microsoft Excel Expert Exam. Let's get started. So we have the Inventory 2 sheet open from our 2.3 workbook, and you'll notice the fancy fonts that we had selected in part 1 of the video are showing up here. The instructions for this video are to select cell E2 and start recording a macro. So I'm going to use keyboard shortcuts to record the macro. I'm going to hit Alt, L, and R to begin my macro. I'm going to call it 2.3 task. And for a shortcut, I am going to call it, let's call it Shift T. And I'm going to store it in this workbook rather than the personal one. Our description is format cell as per study guide. And they don't like how I've named this task. So let's call it task 2.3. And that should resolve that. All right, so you can tell we're recording a macro because the icon in the bottom left here has changed to a square from what it was before. And at the end of our macro session, we will click here in order to stop the recording. So we have cell E2 already highlighted. We're now going to format it by applying bold, by applying the currency format, and by centering it within the cell. Now I'm going to click stop. Now last, we're going to select cell F2 and run the macro that we've just recorded. So I've moved my cursor now and selected cell F2. I'm going to hit my shortcut, which was Control-Shift-T. And our macro has now run and applied the same formatting to this cell as what we'd recorded originally. That's all the tasks for this part 2. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the final installment of the Section 2.3 practice tasks. This is Craig with Carshalton Advisory.